Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
This is Frankie Morgan here from FM Boxing Media, brought to you by the High Protein Company, For You Hair Products and the Giggling Pig Co. And today I'm here with the first female world champion on the channel, Skye Nicolson. How are we doing?
Very good, thank you.
So obviously we're here today at Crown's Gym. Bit different today. I spoke to Sonny earlier. He said he weren't too sure what was actually going to happen. He said you've done a lot of open workouts in the past, but it's the first sort of seminar. How'd it go?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. It was a really good group, very interactive, and yeah, just like sharing a bit of my journey and any kind of tips and tricks that I could help them with then on their journeys as well. So yeah, I think everyone really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it seemed like a bit of a mixed group as well. Young boys, like older women, young women. How good is it to see that you've got all different generations wanting to come out and speak to you about your career?
Yeah, it's quite a cool feeling, you know. I didn't really know what to expect or kind of how to approach the day, but kind of just took it in our stride. And yeah, I feel like even though it was such a vast variety of different people and varying different stages of where they might be in their boxing journeys, whether they've just started training and some of them are competitive amateurs, white collar, I feel like everyone kind of could take away different things from the day. So yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, and one person that has been in the news recently, we've seen it all over Instagram, Ellie Scotney. She's not too far from here.
Yeah.
She actually don't live too far, but we've seen it all over the place at the moment, and that is the fight you want. And
Of course.
The fight you want early next year.
Yeah, so obviously she's holding all the belts bar one. Hopefully after her next fight in November, we'll have all of the belts. So naturally, that's the fight I want because she's got the belts and that's what I want. So it's definitely nothing personal, but I do believe I beat Ellie Scotney. And I believe I do it well in style. I think it would be a great fight. And could really be built up to be a big super fight for women's boxing. So hopefully, after her fight in November and my fight in December, that will be on the cards for early 2026.
Yeah, as much as it ain't personal for you, after watching the Netflix documentary, could it be a bit personal for Eddie? Because obviously him and Jake have got this thing going on where a lot of the females are now under Jake, and Eddie is half relying on the likes of you and Katie Taylor to keep Matchroom there for the females. So is that something that could maybe make Matchroom push even more for this fight?
I think definitely, yeah. I think Matchroom and MVP, they have a little bit of a rivalry. And even myself personally with MVP, with Nikisa, there's been a bit of back and forth over the last few months. So when I say it's not personal, I mean it's not personal with Ellie.
Yeah.
But she's got the belts. I want the belts. I'm ready to show the world that I am the best 122-pound fighter on the planet. And what better way to do it than to take all the belts off the champion?
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, where MVP are now half taking over the female game, they're signing everyone that they can at the moment. Mm-hmm. They've got the majority of the world champions. Does that put a bit of added pressure on you from Matchroom? Or do you just feel like you're going to come out and do the business no matter what and you're always going to represent?
100%. I just think all of that other stuff is just an added bonus when I win.
Yeah.
Extra little bragging rights for Matchroom. But for me, my full focus is just on being the best version of myself, going into that fight, putting in a great performance and taking those belts home. That's all I care about.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously you've been with some superstars in the last week, the likes of Anthony Joshua, but the one that I see was Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
I've obviously seen you've done a lot of sprints with the Ibrox gym with Will Hamilton and Frankie Wood and all of them.
I didn't challenge him to a race, if that's where you're going with that.
But has he give you any tips for you to always be winning at the Ibrox lot now? Will you be beating every single one of them?
No, those boys in my gym are fast.
Yeah.
No, it was actually really cool to be rubbing shoulders with the likes of Usain Bolt, Anthony Joshua last week. It kind of, I think being in those environments and being at those events and being amongst those superstars and icons of the sport, of the sports they're in, it helps manifest where I'm heading, and it helps me see myself being an icon of the sport. I think being in those rooms with those people, that networking that I have been doing, it all pays dividends towards the end goal.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, when you're around them superstars and people are still taking photos of you, it makes you know that you're obviously in the right place at the right time with the right people. But when you're seeing people like Usain Bolt and Anthony Joshua, and you're seeing everyone is on them straight away as soon as
Yeah.
they walk into a room, how much does that push you to further your career?
I think for me, the biggest thing is it's inspiring to see how humble and grounded they are. Like you probably heard me say today in the seminar. I think what makes a champion is how they treat people. It's not about what you achieve in the ring. Of course, that's always going to be a big part of it. But to see them give their time to anyone and everyone who approached them and came up to them throughout the night, because that is tiring.
Definitely.
To still have a smile on their face and give people the time of day, I think is such a champion personality trait to have. And that's something that I really look up to. And when I see champions like Katie Taylor, AJ, Usain Bolt, doing that and being that type of person away from sport, just makes all of the things that they achieve in sport so much better.
Yeah, definitely. And one person in the room with us now, Skye Cannon. Obviously, you have obviously changed weights recently, and someone like Skye being in your corner and helping you change through all these things. You've now come out, changed weight, and you've got 2 stoppage wins, which are the first 2 in the last 2 years. How much has Skye helped you along the way with that?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I feel like I've got such a great team around me.
He's looking at me as if to say he's not helped at all. But
No, honestly, I'm so lucky and so grateful to have such a great team of professionals. My boxing coaches, Sunny with the S&C, Lee with the nutrition. I've got a mindset and breathwork coach as well. Having all of those things and everyone playing their role and their part to help me succeed and be the best version of myself has been such a game changer. And when things are all going well, it's hard to look at what can be better. So I think when things didn't all go to plan in March, it really did force me to look and see where can I be better and enable the changes that needed to actually take place. And I feel like that's really shown in my last 2 performances that things are in a really good place now, and I am being able to bring the best version of myself into the ring, which is so important.
yeah, is that what you've been going out there for, the stoppages, or is that just come with the natural weight and come with the natural style that you've
No, it's
changed
definitely, it's intent. It's coming in with the intent to get them out of there. Something that I never really carried to the ring before. So I think moving forward, we're probably going to see a lot more intent from me in all of my fights now.
Yeah, and obviously you're out in December, looking forward to that fight, but you always seem to be fighting in England. You obviously had your Australia one, but it's like you've taken the English culture in and you're one of us now, really, ain't you?
Yeah, I feel like I am kind of claimed by the UK as well. My parents are British, so I am British.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited to go fight again in December. It looks like it's going to be in America. Quite a few of my professional fights have been out in America as well. So it's no different for me. It doesn't matter where it is. Like I said today in the seminar, when you're stepping into that ring, it's what you do every single day. Nothing changes. And that first bell rings. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think this next performance and this next fight is a really big opportunity for me to show I am a serious contender at 122 and put everyone on notice.
Yeah, and one person that is putting people on notice is Tia, who you have been sparring a lot with recently. Obviously very young, 19 years of age, and going out there and stopping people for fun, really. How far do you think that Tia's going to go in this sport, and do you think she's going to be a multi-weight world champion? Do you think she's going to go on to arguably be the best female of all time?
I think Tia could go on to do whatever she sets her mind on. She's a very, very good talent. She's got an amazing boxing IQ, but also heavy-handed and goes in with intent. I think she is the future of women's boxing, and I've told her that myself, but I think it's important for the boxing world to know it as well. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time, so I'm very, very excited to watch her career unfold, and I'm so excited to play a little part in her journey as well, and be sparring with her and kind of be a bit of a mentor for her in her early stage of her pro career now.
Yeah, and one person I do want to touch on us here on Friday, Maisie, on her
Yeah.
birthday. We know she had a surprise party last night.
Yeah.
Good night out.
Yeah, we had fun. She had absolutely no idea, so it was a success, the surprise party. And no, it's nice to have like really good friends in boxing, without feeling like we're in competition with each other. I feel like Maisie and I, we've always got each other's back. We're on similar journeys, we have similar goals, and both just supporting each other always. And it's really good and important to have that in sport. So no, I'm very grateful for our friendship.
Yeah, and one of the maddest things, it's like seeing you as a world champion, but the TikToks that you two post, sometimes you watch it and you just forget that you are two normal girls.
Yeah, I think it's important though to show that we can just be regular girls as well. Like there doesn't need to be this kind of stigma or label on what a female boxer should look like or what they should do or how they should act. So I think it's important to show that you can just be a normal girl as well, and you can be doing boxing. And I think that also shows other girls that you can box, you can do male-dominated sports, and you can still have your feminine side as well. So I really try to showcase that in my social media.
Skye, I want to say thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to seeing you soon, and hopefully we'll get another one next year with 5 belts over your shoulder.
That would be absolutely lovely. Thank
Skye,
you.
thank you.